Alright, boys. So, ranked solo shuffle. Excited as fuck for this, I was, before the launch of this expansion. I love content that you can do solo, meaningful content that you can do solo. And since retail PvP is just never going to be as good ever as classic PvP, just solo and BGs all day and recording that and making videos and stuff on retail. I don't know, man. It's just not that fun. It's not that satisfying. It takes like 3 minutes to kill somebody 1v1. The time to kill is just out of control in retail, so it just really worked for me. So solo shuffles were like the answer for that. Like, yes, let's go, man. A way that I can play a lot of ults and have a great time and blah blah blah, you know, and get some meaningful progression across all my characters, even if I don't have any friends to play with on that character, you know, because they're playing with my lock or whatever, right? I still do like solo shuffles, man. But let's be real, the shortcomings are fucking out of control, man. The shortcomings are out of control. So there's not enough healers queuing, is what it is. For like every one healer, there's like fucking 9 DPS players queuing or something. Which just creates a situation where if you're a healer, you get like 2-minute queues. And if you're a DPS, you get like 30-minute plus queues. If you get a queue pop, like below 15 minutes as a DPS, oh my god, dude. Like, you're so lucky, you know? That shit just doesn't fucking happen. And the higher rating you get, like, there's people over like 2200, 2300 who are sitting in like 1 hour plus queues, man, to get into one solo shuffle. It's fucking nuts. It's out of control. It's ridiculous. But to be honest, man, the queue problem, to me, almost feels secondary. I just feel like they need to make the mode better. First and foremost, make it more fun to actually spend your afternoon queuing some solo shuffles, or spend your evening queuing some solo shuffles. Because until they do that, like all these incentives, like giving healers slightly better rewards from solo shuffle or more conquest gained or whatever, like, that's not going to cut it, man. People just aren't going to do it. People would rather, you know, queue up with friends as a healer. It's much easier to find an arena team as a healer, so you can just queue with a couple of friends. And, dude, it's just so much faster to queue with their arenas, man. Bonuses aren't going to cut it. They got to make it fun. How are they going to do that? Well, I was just fucking in a call with my friend Aggie, and he's a monk main, means Windwalker monk. And he was queuing some solo shuffles at the same time as me. He queued 5 solo shuffles, man. 5 of the bastards. So he was on for a good few hours, sat there in these 20, 30-minute queues, and he queued 5 solo shuffles. In 3 of them, people left the game. Like, people just fucking left the game. They didn't give a shit. The punishments aren't strong enough. Giving people deserter debuff and lost rating, they don't give a fuck about it, man. Straight up, they need to, like, delete a fucking item from the character. I swear to God, or Blizzard need to, like, you need to be, like, locked out of claiming your vault rewards. Or, I don't know, man, wiping your talent tree completely and destroying all of your pre-saved builds if you leave. Something that really pisses people off, man. I want these people to fucking suffer, dude. People who leave solo shuffle, for real, if you leave, like, 3 solo shuffles within the space of, like, a month, you should just be permanently banned. I don't even fucking care, man. You're actually just ruining the game. Like, you're sitting there in a 30-minute queue, you finally get into a game, you win 4 or 5 rounds, and then some fucking asshole leaves. Because he just can't take it that he needs to get good. You know? It's like, dude, and this is coming from someone who's... I've gone some 0-6s. Like, I'm not fucking one of these pros, like, just dominating everybody. Like, no, man. I've gone some 0-6s in solo shuffle. It's actually been pretty good this week, by the way. Like, I've actually gone positive, but I lost 100 rating. I went positive, but I lost 100 rating. We'll get to that in just a sec. But I've gone 0-6. You think I got to round 6 and, oh, well, I've lost 5 rounds. Fuck this game. I hate my life. And then I just fucking leave the game. Like, no, man. Stop being a pussy and take your 6 losses and stop fucking ruining the game for people, man. But yeah, for real, I think that the punishment for solo shuffle should be your highest item level item. Perhaps even on your entire account, just gets fucking deleted. Straight up. I don't even care, man. Fuck those guys, right? So that's a big problem. Anyway, so Aggie queued those 5 solo shuffles. 3 of them people left, so they were a complete waste of time. That's about 2 hours that he's wasted right there, by the way. Hour and a half, 2 hours. Of his life that he's just never going to get back. And then the other 2 solo shuffles, he went positive, and his rating was unchanged both times. So 4 wins, 0 rating change. Complete fucking waste of time, dude. Complete waste of time. So yeah, I've suffered from this a little bit as well. I was in a lobby where I was like 40 MMR higher than the people beside me, 40 MMR than the match average. I won 4 rounds, gained nothing. So I went positive. Good fucking win. 4 rounds, that should be a victory. Gained nothing. Seriously, dude. If you go 4 wins, I don't give a shit if you're fucking 2.9k and you're in a 1400 lobby. You need to at least gain like 3 rating, dude. Honestly, like, this is stupid, okay? Queuing for 30 minutes to get into a game that you then spend, 15, 20 minutes in, and you get to the end of it and you gain nothing for 4 wins is mental, okay? Yeah. Even if you're only gaining like fucking 6 or 7 rating, right? If I'm like 100 or 200 MMR highest in the lobby, like higher than anybody else, and I go 4 wins, just give me like 8 rating, dude. Like, make it at least, give me a fucking peanuts worth of value for my time, you know? Like, it's ridiculous that you gain fucking nothing, man. That shit has got to change. And likewise, by the way, if you go like 3 and 3 and you're like 200 rating higher than everybody else, or like 100 rating higher than anybody else, I've had some ratings unchanged from that as well, where like the average lobby MMR was like 120 lower than me, and I go equal 3 and 3. Like, I failed to make the difference in that game, and yet my rating's unchanged. Like, what the hell is going on, man? Seriously, there needs to be micro rating changes. This whole rating unchanged thing is ridiculous. I don't know how they're calculating it. I don't know if it's like just impossible to get like a rating change of like 6 if they just round it down to a certain point. I don't know what's going on. I went a 3 and 3 earlier where I lost 50 rating. So, I don't know what the fuck's going on, you know? It's just complete chaos. The MMR system is just out of whack, and it feels unsatisfying as hell. And I'm not liking it as a DPS, so what the hell are the fucking healers thinking, dude? Like, healers join? Dude, I've been in a fucking shuffle where one Mistweaver Monk was like 1780. 1780, and the other guy was 2.1. Who do you think won all 6 rounds, man? Kudos to the low rating guy for not leaving, by the way. Because that's the kind of game where you just think, like, what the fuck? Like, why have I been put in the lobby against a guy who's 400 MMR higher than me? And it's just fucking crazy, man. So, like, this guy wins all 6 rounds. I swear, he gained, like, 10 rating, you know? Just the whole thing is fucking... The whole thing's just crazy, dude. As for the queue times, they're honestly the biggest problem for me. They're honestly the biggest problem. I feel like I wouldn't even give that much of a shit about the MMR system being horrible. I don't know what they're doing with it. But I wouldn't give too much of a damn about it if the queues were like 2 or 3 minutes. Is that even fixable? Probably not. They just need to make it more fun so that more healers are actually queuing this shit, man. Because it's just a huge healer shortage right now. You know? Like, it will always say 10-minute wait time, 10-minute wait time. Yeah, it's like 1 minute for healers and like 30 minutes for DPS, you know? So, that just fucking sucks. What are they going to do about the wait times? They can't do anything. Sophie actually suggested just now, what if they put you into like, almost like an empty arena, like Blade's Edge, you spawn in, like deathmatch style, and you're just pew-pewing, and it's like a continuous skirmish mode where you resurrect after like 5-10 seconds or whatever. So you can at least warm up a little bit as you're in the queue, because I swear to God, if you're in the solo shuffle queue, and you dare to start queuing skirmishes, it like somehow artificially for some reason increases your queue time by like 1 billion, dude. So like you'll be sitting in the queue for like 48 minutes or something. That's just personal experience, that's just anecdotal. But I feel like there should be some kind of deathmatch mode that it puts you in. Like that would be a step in the right direction. It doesn't solve the problem, but at least you can warm up a little bit. At least you can like keep your fingers greased as you're waiting for this queue to pop, you know? If you go in there deathmatch style, and when the queue pops, you leave that deathmatch and you head into the real solo shuffle, you know? That would be nice. That would be great. That would be a step in the right direction, right? Something to do. I think they actually do that in Overwatch to combat long queue times. Like you enter a kind of half-baked map where it's just like an ongoing skirmish forever until you get into the real game. That would be a big-ass step in the right direction, man. Long story short, I am actually really enjoying the solo shuffles. I am. They're the main thing that I do in the game. So I feel like even at this early stage, I can speak in it quite a lot. And, you know, Pingu and Aggie that I Q3s with, whenever everybody isn't online, they're also queuing solo shuffles and they're reporting their findings to me. Both having played healer, actually, so I'm getting that point of view as well. I'm really enjoying them, but Jesus, dude. Like, they gotta fix the MMR issue, and they gotta do something about making the queues a bit more tolerable, man. Because at the end of the day, every day that solo shuffle stays in this crappy state, a lot of these people who are, like, leaving in solo shuffles, fuck this, man, I'm just gonna leave this shit, just aren't gonna play it again, right? They're just not gonna play it again, because they're having a terrible time in there, man. And, like, a lot of these guys wait, that, like, in one hand, I fucking despise that they leave the game, because they're making the problem worse, for everybody, because they're making everybody just not want to play solo shuffle. But at the same time, like, you're sitting in a 30-minute queue just to get your fucking ass kicked for like 5 rounds, and that's your evening of WoW, you know? Like, if you work a full-time job, you come home from work, you've got a couple of hours to play, you get like 1 solo shuffle in that time, 2 if you're lucky. It goes terribly. It's like, are you really gonna sit there and just like take it up the ass for like the last 2 rounds, you know? I don't know, man. They just need to make the queuing experience much, much better, much, much faster, and give us something to do while we're in the queue. And that's really it. So I'm going to continue to play it. I am. I refuse to let solo shuffle die, man, to let the dream die and all that. When you actually do get into the games, it is fun. So that's that, man. That's my thoughts, dude. That's my thoughts. Please, Blizzard, do something! Give us like a deathmatch while we're in the queue, man. I think that would actually be a big step in the right direction, having mulled it over a little bit. Thanks for that suggestion, Sophie. I know you're watching the stream right now from the other room. And yeah, those are my thoughts. That's it, man. So fuck. Thanks for watching, lads. Leave your thoughts and experiences in Solo Shuffle down below. If you've had some good experiences, please let me know as well, by the way. I know that people like to just jump on negativity trains and stuff like that, but me, like, the games that are good feel really good, you know? So I can't be the only one who's having, like, a fun time in there too. I just wish that the systems around the game mode were vastly improved. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, let me know what you think. Have a fantastic day, everybody. And fuck it, this is the sign off for YouTube. I'll catch you guys just a tad bit later.